So let's get started. I will explain what's going on. So this card right here represents the overall energy for this month of January. I just dropped the cards. The top row here is the how your ex is feeling, so the past, present, future. And then the bottom rows are for how you are feeling towards your ex, so the past, present, future. Okay. With the Ace of Swords here for the overall energy, I am feeling like the overall energy is someone is wanting to speak their truth, have communication, kind of express their feelings, but not like their deep emotions, kind of just explain what is on the forefront. It could be you, Taurus, wanting to do that, or it could be your ex wanting to do that. But this month, the overall energy is focused on communication with this person. Even if you don't communicate with them, it is on their mind or is on your mind. Okay, so in the past position, we have the Six of Pentacles, and then we have the Emperor. So in the past, I'm feeling like your ex was feeling like there wasn't balance going on. There wasn't enough balance between you two, and it could be like the simplest things of communication not being balanced. Maybe they were putting more effort into the communication rather than you were, or vice versa. But there was just a need for balance that was not there and that was not happening. And it could also be that this may be for a few amount of you, but it came into my head. It could also be that they kind of felt in a way like a charity case where you felt bad for them, and that's why you were with them, because maybe they were going through a hard time and you felt like you needed to be there, or maybe even left them during a difficult time. And again, the energies can be switched. So maybe a card from the top row resonates more with you than the one down here. So just apply it to your situation. Just wanted to put that out there. So moving on with the Emperor card, it could be that you're dealing with an Aries, but it doesn't have to be. But if you are dealing with an Aries, it could be that in the past they were heavily on your mind, and you were trying to decide if they were the person for you. And if you weren't dealing with an Aries, it could be that you're kind of stuck in your ways. You're not willing to negotiate things. You're stubborn. This is definitely the Aries card. Aries are stubborn. So this card is saying that you may have been stubborn in the past. Maybe your ex was wanting some sort of outcome or some sort of situation to be some way. And you're like, no, I'm not going to put up with that. Or maybe you're being stubborn and stuck in your ways in terms of communication. Maybe they were wanting better communication, or maybe they were just wanting communication in general. And you're like, no, I'm working on myself and I'm focusing on myself. And I'm not going to put my time and energy into you right now. It's kind of what I'm feeling with that card there. So moving on to the present position. We have the Justice card and we have the Temperance. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. Just naming the elements I'm seeing, the signs I'm seeing within the cards. But with the Justice card here for how your ex is feeling, I am feeling like they're wanting justice. These two cards right here, ironically, have scales in them. A scale right here and a scale right here. They are wanting balance, and they wanted just balance in the past, but now they're wanting balance and truth and clarity and honesty. That's what they're wanting right now from you, and that's all that they're wanting. They may not even be wanting a relationship. They're just curious on what went wrong or what happened or why things ended, how they ended. They're just wanting a conversation to clarify things and to maybe even move on or to move forward with the situation. But they are needing answers from you. And I did pull a clarifying card for this one, and I got the Four of Cups. So it looks like they are thinking about reaching out to you, but they are definitely hesitant, because I always like to show this card. If I could actually pick it up. This person is obviously, the offer's coming in, but they're obviously ignoring it, or they're like, no, I'm not sure if I should do that. So with this card, over the Justice card, what I'm feeling is that they're wanting to reach out to you, but they're afraid that you're going to reject them. They're afraid that you're going to be this person where they're offering you something, and maybe they've even offered you something in the past in terms of communication, and you just ignored them, and they're afraid that you're going to continue to do that. But I am feeling like they're really needing communication in order to clarify the issues that they are having with you right now, or the issues that you gave them in the past. Maybe they were the ones that completely sabotaged the relationship, but maybe they're needing closure, or they're just wanting answers. And it could also be that they were the ones that maybe weren't truthful to you in the past, and they're ready to balance things out, be completely truthful, and to fix things in general. Moving on to your guys' energy, we have the Temperance card here. So you guys could be wanting a reconciliation with this person. The Temperance card, to me, is one of the biggest cards in the deck that points out to you having a second chance with a person, especially in terms of communication. It's the higher power allowing it to happen. So I am feeling right now, or very soon, you're going to be definitely thinking about communicating with this person. You may have a change in thoughts or in your heart about communicating. You were really stubborn in the past, but something kind of clicked and something changed within you that may be allowing you to reach out to this person or accept some sort of communication from them. And it could just be like a sign that you see, or maybe you see their name, or like their favorite number, whatever, favorite song, that just kind of reminds you of the person. And it kind of just clicks like, you know what, I should talk to this person. We should smooth things out. Even if it's not going to be in terms of relationship, we should just end things on a clean slate for us both to just clear the air. But I am feeling like you're wanting to communicate with them, or you will be very soon. And maybe with this Four of Wands here, it may be that you develop feelings for them again if you do communicate. So let's move on to the future position. We have the Eight of Cups. Then we have the Four of Wands. So with the Eight of Cups here for your ex, I am feeling like they're going to be walking away. Maybe they're wanting this communication, or maybe they're wanting this truth or this balance to happen, and it doesn't. Or I will get into it if it does happen. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm definitely feeling like they're just going to completely give up and walk away. But they are still going to have a piece in them that is always going to be like, be open to communication with you. They're always going to hold a piece with them in terms of that. So they're not going to fully put their back to you and ignore you. But I am feeling like they're going to, in the future, they're going to be walking away. And if there is communication, I am feeling like they are going to be walking away, but maybe it's not from you, but maybe it's from the past issues that have happened. Maybe they're going to be walking away and starting a new cycle with you, and are open to something new with you. So that's what I'm feeling with them. So if there's no communication and you're wanting something to work out with them, then I feel like you guys are going to have to be the ones to reach out to them, or they're going to just give up. And if there is communication, be open to being honest. Let them be honest. Don't judge them, because I feel like they're kind of on edge, and they might be pushed away super easily or offended super easily. So be careful of that. But if you both are civil and communicate well and truthfully, then I feel like this person is able to move on from the past, and you both are even able to move on from what happened in the past and move forward into something more positive. And with the Four of Wands here, I am feeling like, obviously this is a positive card, so I am feeling this is the card of commitment, of marriage, whatnot. So in the future, you're definitely going to be wanting something more with this person. And it could just be even like a friendship, just some sort of new beginning that you're both able to celebrate with them. And I pulled the World card to clarify this. And it looks like you may even be traveling to this person because you may be at a distance, or they may be traveling to you, because this card is obviously this person's on a journey. So they may be traveling to you and you guys work things out, and then you are going to be able to get this positive new beginning with this person. So that's basically what I'm seeing for you guys. If you're wanting communication with this person, then you may be the ones that are going to have to reach out, but be honest and truthful and help this person out, because I feel like they are suffering in some way, even if they were the ones that screwed things up. But I mean, it's a new year, and why not have like a new slate? I know some people aren't even open to that, and that's totally okay, but those that are, maybe this is a sign to do that. So with the Five of Swords energy here, it feels like there may have been someone that hurt you in the past, or in general, just someone that was not trustworthy or a liar. And it could also be that that was your energy as well. And it could also be that you're afraid of someone being this way to you. You're afraid that someone is going to hurt you, or a third party situation is going to go on. So that's kind of what is going on with you guys. So if you are having these fears, then kind of try to release them. This is a thing that I've been seeing with all the videos that I've been doing. All of the signs have been having these fears of people hurting them, or fears from the past. And I'm not sure why that's going on. So moving on to the past position, we have the Tower, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Tower here talks about some sort of destruction or disaster happening in order for something new or something positive to come out of it. And it may seem super horrible and stressful, but it's something that was universally set up for new positive things to come into your life. So I feel like there may have been some sort of destruction that happened in your recent past, or in your past in general. And that was opening new doors up for new opportunities with someone to come in. And I pulled a clarifying card for the Tower, and I got the 10 of Pentacles. So it could have been that you guys were in a relationship with someone from the past, or still are. And you could have had a really strong spiritual connection with them that was like an explosion almost. And it could also be that you were wanting this commitment from this person, but you weren't able to get it. And the universe needed to make it clear to you that it was just not something that was going to be happen, and it was just not something that is realistic. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. And it could also be that you were in a really loving relationship and you were really happy in it, and it kind of crumbled. It started crumbling, and it started just not being what you were expecting it to be. And it could also be that you were in, there's so much energy, I had to explain every single way. There's like a million ways, but it could also be that you were in a committed relationship with someone, and there was a new person that came in, and this kind of created this disaster, because this shakeup completely, because you're like, well, this person seems like a good potential match for me, or it's someone from my past and I still have feelings for them, but I'm in this committed relationship and I don't know what to do. So just a lot of energy going on in the past, and that is kind of shaping what is going on in the future. So I hope this resonates. I really do. Like, these readings are completely out there. I don't know what is going on, guys. So with the present position, we have the Star card and we have the Three of Swords. So it looks like if there was a new person that came in, it looks like this person has the potential to be a soulmate, your divine soulmate, or a twin flame. It definitely looks like they have a potential to be that person. But with the Three of Swords here, it looks like you are still dealing with a heartbreak, or you're going through a heartbreak right now. And it's kind of causing you to have these worries and these fears. And I pulled a clarifying card for the Three of Swords. And I got the Nine of Swords here. Definitely having anxiety over what happened with this heartbreak or this third party situation. You're definitely having sleepless nights. You're hurting a lot about it. And it's kind of preventing you from allowing this soulmate to come in or to come back in. Again, it could be someone from your past. But with these fears and this heartache, it's not allowing this person to come in. And it could also be that this destruction was needing to happen in order to realize that maybe this person was cheating on you if you are dealing with someone, or the person that you were thinking about or crushing on was just in general not the person for you, and this destruction needed to happen. And it's giving you a lot of these sleepless nights, restless nights, and anxiety. But with that happening, the universe is making room for your soulmate to come in. So it kind of could go both ways. It's making room for the connection to happen. So whenever the Tower happens, there's always something positive that comes out of it. And you may not see it right away, but it is always there. So since this is happening, don't be so stuck on like heartbreak or whatever it did to you. Don't be so stuck on it, because that might prevent this person from coming in. It could be an Aquarius, or it could be a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But don't let this get in the way of you meeting the person that you're supposed to be with. And again, it could also be that the Tower happened in order for you to make way for your soulmate to come in. So moving on to the future position, we have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Devil. So it looks like I'm really feeling there was some sort of third-party situation, or there was some decision that you had to make between two things or two people. Maybe you weren't dating, or maybe you weren't in a relationship with someone, but you were having to decide between two people. And that kind of causes destruction. And the truth may be coming clear to you soon about what person you're supposed to decide, or what type of person you're going to be allowing to let in. And in the future, it looks like you're going to come up with that decision. So we have Three Wands here. And with the Two of Wands, it represents someone having to decide between two decisions. But when it's the Three of Wands, it shows that the person has thought about these two decisions, and then they have finally decided what they want. So it looks like you guys are going to finally decide who you want to allow in your life, or what you want to allow in your life, or who to get rid of. And so you're going to go through something hard, or you are going through something hard, but it does look like it's going to get better. But we have the Devil here. So it could be that at first you are still going through this tough situation, and you're going to be having a lot of these toxic thoughts. You may be even resorting to like drugs and alcohol, or you could just have a lot of unrealistic fantasies about someone that is toxic, and you may not realize that they're toxic. And that is kind of why this shakeup was needing to happen. And again, the energies can move forward from the past. This shakeup could still happen, and it could be that it was needing to happen for you to realize that the person you're thinking about, or in a relationship with, or dealing with is toxic and is not the person for you. And once you realize that, then you're able to move on and choose this soulmate and be with this soulmate. So a lot of the energy for this month is you realizing the truth about the people surrounding in your life in terms of love. And so just be open to understanding people's motives and people's intentions, and also be in tune with what you're deciding, because you may choose someone that is toxic instead of choosing the soulmate, because you may forgive this person that has hurt you, and you're going back to like this toxic cycle type of deal. So be careful of that. But I am feeling like if you are dealing with someone and it's kind of been rocky, or it's kind of been not the best, and they could be a toxic person, and you need to release them from your life in order to invite in this soulmate, or bring in the soulmate. And the soulmate could have been someone from your past, and it could, someone that it could just be like someone that you ran into on the street, but it's someone that I feel like you already have seen, even if you wouldn't recognize them. It's just someone that your soul is connected to, obviously. But not Aries, I just did Aries. You may be dealing with an Aries because the Devil card was in Aries reading. But Taurus, be careful of choosing the wrong thing, choosing the wrong person. And if you are in a relationship, it may be toxic, and you may realize that soon because of a third party situation that might happen. And this disaster that happens again is opening you up to meeting a soulmate. I've been repeating myself a million times, but I'm just trying to get as many messages out that I can. And if you are completely single, then be careful of meeting someone that it doesn't have good intentions for you. And be open and be willing to manifest your soulmate to come in rather than manifesting something negative like the devil. So instead of having like negative thoughts like, oh, I can't ever get anyone, blah, blah, this is the person that I should deserve, that I do deserve, and it's not. Like you're thinking of something that's, you know, okay, and you're willing to settle for someone okay, that's bad because that's going to be inviting someone toxic. So just raise your standards and be open to your true soulmate to come in.